supposed to be like in the 50s next Sunday.
Yeah, I heard it was going to get at least a little bit nicely warmer, and in the next week it should be in the. I think they said it would get up. My little forecast. I have this little dashboard forecast thingy on the Mac, and it'll tell you basic forecast for a week or so, and
Yeah.
the highs and lows. I know a low's probably be in the 20s, but it said the highs could get up to the low 40s, and then, of course, even warmer on next Sunday. So, I like winter. I love snow. I fucking hate ice.
Yeah, I think everybody dislikes ice.
I swear, I just, I was never so glad to see things melt and leave and fade as I was today and the previous day. I was just like, yeah, this last week needs to be a memory already.
Yeah. I remember I was watching on the news because, you're always like, well, I wonder if the schools are closed. Because, old habits of being a school child and hoping I'm out for a day, dies hard. And, but Maryville is notorious for making you go to school. Or at least they were when I went to school.
Yeah.
And it could be the worst conditions ever, you still had to go to school. I remember when I was in elementary school and the entire parking lot was nothing but ice.
Ugh.
And I'm just like, how am I supposed to get to the taxi cab that's going to take me home?
I'd kind of be like, yeah, but no.
Because they would not come to the road where it was easy for me to, get into it. Because something like it was too slick for them to go through or something. I'm like, I don't know if I can get up there with all the ice, but somehow I did it.
Honestly, I think if anybody has to deal with ice, they should just call it off. I mean, it's not that important.
Well, it is to Maryville City Schools.
Oh, Maryville City Schools and Trump a big one, because...
yeah, pretty much.
I mean, honestly, ice is just dangerous, and people don't think about how dangerous it is to slip and fall.
Yeah. Well,
even just to slip can pull muscles out of joint and really seriously injure you.
Well, when I was in high school, it was 15 degrees. Had some snow and stuff. It was 15 degrees. They still made us go to school. And I'm like, it is too fucking cold to go stand out there for 30 minutes waiting on a fucking school bus with no fucking heat.
That, and so many of the schools don't have good heating systems. I mean, when I went to so many friggin' schools, and their heating systems were always horrible. They would either boil you alive or they would be completely insufficient. Like, you would be sitting there and I'm very sensitive to, especially cold temperatures. I like it between, 40 and 60 something in the upper 40s and the mid 60s is like my ideal circumstance. But if it gets lower than that, I am screwed.
Yeah.
And most of the schools that I went to, the heating was terrible. It would be so cold, and you'd be in it for so long, your extremities would be numb and sore, and your my nose would be constantly running and ugh.
Maryville was okay, depending on which part of the school you were on. But they also allowed us to bring like a fleece blanket or something. So.
Well, that's nice at least, but
until they caught somebody cheating with it, and then they banned that.
That's bullshit.
And I'm like, really?
Seriously, if they are inadequate enough that they have to say that they would even have people needing to do that, then that's not. The students shouldn't suffer for that. It's their fault, not the student's fault. They should get better heating if it's that bad. They always talk about, oh, we'll give to the schools, or we're doing this for the schools. We give all this money to the schools. Yeah, where is this mythical money that keeps going to the schools? Because I sure as hell haven't seen it.
I suppose, and Maryville's supposed to be the prep school of preps, so I mean, all the doctors and lawyers kids go there, but I don't know. I mean, it's not like it's a bad looking school, but in some places it could really use some heat or some air. Like
Yeah.
you try to go in anywhere towards where the theater was. If it was summer, you baked, and if it was winter, you froze.
Yeah. And that's how so many schools are. Or they're only good at one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like some of them you go to, they can keep the school warm in winter, and it's just a nice temperature and everything's even. But holy shit, if the weather gets hot, it won't keep you cool. Or
Mm-hmm.
it's fine the rest of the year, but oh my god, in winter you are a block of blue ass ball ice.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been to a school that actually did any sort of balance very well. It was just like,
Have you I don't know if any of the schools you went to had this issue, but um depending on which side of the building you were, and this was mostly the English department, but when they would clean, I don't remember what it was. It was like the grease racks or something. They would clean every now and then. It smelled horrible.
oh yeah,
And it always drifted into the English department. And we didn't have good ventilation because that was the old part of the school. And we had these little rinky-dink windows that, you opened, but you didn't want to open because it was either super cold outside or super hot. But you could not, you had to do something about the smell.
yeah, yeah, and it's that's another thing. These awful antiquated buildings that have these ancient windows that don't keep in heat and don't
And they barely open.
and they barely open. It's awful.
Are they afraid somebody's going to jump out the window to skip class? I mean, what the hell? Like, not even a toothpick could probably fit through these things.
Yeah, it is really ridiculous because people on Tumblr have been they're all posting it, and some of them are still in school, and others are like me are long through school, but there are a lot of people in other countries that wonder why American students always want to go outside or be anywhere but school. and people post and they say because the fucking things are built like prisons or they're so antiquated that they're really unpleasant to be in. It's just it's never a pleasant thing to go to school. It just really never is. The best thing that you can look forward to is seeing your friends if you have any friends.
Yeah.
But if you don't have any friends, or if you move around a lot and you don't really grow close to anyone, it gets so miserable. It's just like,
yeah. I hated school.
Oh, me too.
Mostly because I was heavily bullied and the teachers didn't give two shits.
Yeah.
Or the teachers that did care, they didn't know what to do. They're like, I'll move you from the left side of the classroom to the right side. That's not gonna do shit. I'll put you in the back. That's not gonna do shit. I'm still in the same fucking class with the same fucking miserable people. Who cares which side of the classroom I'm on? Well, there's really nothing we can do about it. Of course there's not. I'm still in the same damn classroom with the same horrible people. It ain't me that's the problem here.
Yeah, I tried so hard with school because I had the Asian F phenomenon. No matter how well I did, it was always, well, you could do better. We're disappointed. Well, maybe you can go to school for me instead if you're so disappointed. But after a point, I was just like, yeah, I just don't give a shit anymore. Because after a point, it was just like, I would be told, oh, we're going to stay here. You'll be able to finish your school here. You'll be able to do this. But then we'd move, and I'd have no friends, of course, because this was before the internet. Before we could do that. And, they barely ever let me make long distance calls or, God forbid they actually have to go and mail a letter or something. But, it was just like, but yeah, I completely understand. I hated school. I think this is why I still have bad dreams about being stuck in school. Like, I literally have bad dreams about being in school and realizing I haven't done something that I need to do. Like, I have to take a class or something and somebody's fucked up yet again and I have to deal with it. It is just, ugh. Did I finish you?
Finish me?
Oh,
what?
I thought, no. You just got really quiet. I thought I knocked
no,
you
I
out
was listening and I had nothing intelligent to add to the conversation, so I just okay. Finish her.
There was this funny video I saw recently a friend linked me to, and it was about vague instructions on Mortal Kombat, and so it's like, I forget the name of the dude with metal arms, but the voice. Yes, that's right, Jax. And Johnny Cage is fighting him, and Jax is stunned. It's the end, and the announcer says, "Finish him," and Johnny says something like, "Well, okay." So he gets down on his knees. and the announcer's like, "Whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing?" Like, well, you said finish him. What kind of movies do you think I made? What name do you think Johnny Cage is? He was like, "Whoa, no, I mean, like, hit him or something." It's just so funny because he keeps going through these different things.
Well, I guess Johnny Cage's his karate and kung fu movies involved a lot of porn, apparently. Wow, I cannot say the appropriate words. I am failing today. Maybe that's what happens when I don't, read a book or something for 3 weeks. Instead, I'm looking at fan fiction, trying to add more to my collection to read later.